It's live on KEXP. I'm your host, Jen, from listener-powered, independent KEXP 90.3 in Seattle, 92.7 in the Bay, and streaming 24/7 at kexp.org and our streaming free mobile apps. Today we have Iron Lung, and they are going to play some songs for us. So, what do you say, guys? Can we do it?
No.
Oh.
But we're going to do it anyway.
Hell yeah.
Hold your breath for a moment. What if you couldn't breathe again? This boy can't, for very long without an iron lung.
Let's go!
Whoa. Whoa, thank you, Iron Lung. That was really crazy. I appreciate you joining me today live on KEXP. I know that was a lot, but would you mind joining me for a short little interview?
I guess, if that's what people do.
It's typical around here.
I mean, nobody wants to hear more of that. You know what I mean?
Nobody.
That was a lot.
That was a lot.
We gave you a lot.
It was good. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Yeah.
You first.
I play drums, and he plays guitar.
What are your names?
Is this the government watching this one?
First names only.
My name's Jensen.
Just call me Jay.
Oh, man.
All right, Jay.
I like that.
Jay and Jensen.
Yeah. I'm on the internet, though, so, you know, you can find me.
This will be on the internet, too.
Great.
I know.
More tracking.
Yes, more tracking. You just played a lot of songs, a lot of which came from adapting Crawling, your latest release. And I know that there's a lot of themes on there, a lot of heavy stuff, grief, depression, meaningless existence. What do you have to add to that about like the themes of that release?
More of those themes?
Yeah.
You had enough. Well, okay, so a lot of the writing for this record happened because we, I don't know if anyone else did, but we went through a pandemic of COVID-19, and it killed a bunch of people that, A, we were friends with, B, related to, and a bunch of other people that we don't know at all. And that sucks. And it's extra hard because preventative measures could have been taken, and they were being taken before that. And then there was some political turmoil, and those preparations failed or were canceled. And because of that, you know, we were locked away from each other because we don't live in the same city. And so I felt so much more isolated. I mean, I can't say that I felt more isolated than other people. That's definitely not fair. But I felt so isolated, and because of that, I did not touch my instruments at all during that whole thing. And I was at home because I got laid off from my job, and because we toured a lot, I also didn't work enough hours in the previous years to qualify for COVID relief money. So I was really struggling and going through a pretty bad depression for all that. So a lot of the lyrical content for this record came out of that hardship. It was unpleasant, and I can only speak for myself in that matter, but I know that you also went through some of the same things.
Yes.
And you had other factors in your life that were even more on top of that, but that's up to you to discuss, not me.
Just a lot of factors. It was bad.
No, I appreciate you sharing, and it's a lot.
It is a lot. And you know what I was worried about? I was worried that once the record finally came out, because it came out in 2025, so well after everyone had started going back to shows and leading their normal lives. And and at that point, I don't think anybody wanted to revisit all of those emotions or any of that stuff. But for us, it was still fresh in our mind because we had only recently gotten back together to actually work through all of that as a band. And it was hard. It was a difficult process, and it took us a while. But I'm really, really happy with how the record came out because we worked really hard on it, and it was our first album since 2013. And that's a long time. I think a lot of people forgot who we were.
I didn't forget.
They forgot that we were a band also, because we have this record label that's also called Iron Lung Records. And I think that a lot of people that came to the label since 2013 maybe didn't even know that it was a band first.
You'd become more of a label than a band.
Yeah, a totally different entity. So it was like, then we put out a record and everyone's like, what's this? It's weird. It's great.
Hey, I think it's great. And I know the timing of it was fantastic because the release happened alongside Iron Lung Presents What We Like. a fantastic festival of multiple bands, multiple venues, film, art, food, all the things.
All the things that we like.
All the
because
things
we know what we like.
Because you are not just a band, you are a label, and pretty easy to get some bands to come do that in Seattle when you got that going on.
Yeah. I'd say we did a pretty good job on that one.
I agree.
And we got every time, so we've done it 3 times. We did it once in 2017 because it was our label's 10-year anniversary. And we did it here in Seattle at the Vera Project. It was just across the courtyard there. We love that place.
All ages.
All ages, forever.
Forever.
21 and up is no good. No thanks. Because this kind of music is for young people and old people. So all the people. Because that's the way we want it. And anyway, the one in 2017 went really well. We were really happy with it. We had bands come in from Spain and Brazil, Mexico. I don't know. I forget now because it was like 100 years ago.
It feels like it.
And then we got asked to do it in New York in 2019, and that one was also really fun. It was different, a whole different set of bands, no repeats, except for us, I think, was the only band that played both. And I had gone through one of many surgeries previous to the 2019 one, and so I wasn't able to play drums during that time. So we hired our friend. Well, we didn't hire him. We asked our friend B to play drums in our band, and it was great. Super fun for me because I got to just be a singer and like go out and mess around in the crowd and like
not
have a good
lift
time.
anything.
And I'm not behind all this nonsense, which I love this, but it was really freeing to be with just a microphone. And that was a really fun time for me. And then we didn't do it again until 2025. So it was like 6 years between. But all these people kept asking us if we were going to like do it every year because it's really fun, but it's a ton of work.
It's a ton of work.
And it's really just me and my bandmate, Jay. Secret Jay.
Jay over there.
Not to be confused with Maui Jay. That's a different Jay. But it's a ton of work, but we love doing it. And like we don't get any money or we don't get anything out of it except that we just get to play a cool show and hang out with our friends.
Yeah, you bring a lot of people together.
We have an art show, and we have our friend Lauren do food, and it tastes super delicious. And I don't know, it's perfect.
I love that also at each of these iterations, film has such a big part of the festivals that you've done. And could you talk more about your relationship with film?
I mean, I like watching movies.
I
don't
do
know
too.
if I have a relationship with it beyond that. Not like a romantic relationship or anything.
Well, it's and this has not just happened at What We Like, but you've done shows at the Beacon in Seattle, which is a movie theater.
Oh, yeah.
And you've had a mix of a band plays and a movie plays. And so during What We Like, you also had the opportunity to do that again.
Sure.
I just think that's a wonderful...
It's the best. Iron Lung played one at the Beacon, and we showed a movie called Monolith Monsters. And this was like, when was that, 2023?
Probably 2023.
Yeah, maybe 2023. We hadn't played a show in Seattle since way before the pandemic, so that was kind of our first show back in town. And it was super fun because the movie, and I don't know if you've ever seen this movie, but this movie, it's supposed to be about the polio epidemic.
I was there.
But
I saw it.
I know, but a lot of other people weren't there.
The royal we.
You should watch Monolith Monsters. It's really good. It's like a 50s. It's presented as like a sort of a schlocky 50s like monster movie or like alien invasion kind of thing. But it's so much better than that. It's elevated so much further beyond that because it's an allegory for the polio epidemic that happened in the 50s, which is what the majority of our songs are about, or at least started as being about. And the way that people behaved during the polio epidemic mirrored almost exactly how the corona behaviors happened, where people were just like, I'm not wearing a mask, that's ridiculous. And then like, I'm not gonna get vaccines, I don't need that. And all the same terrible things happened. And like, granted the viruses were different, and they affected people in different ways, but the behaviors to such a like far-reaching, super destructive time were unbelievably paralleled, and it was kind of scary. And so we thought that it was really cool that we could find a movie that was related to that, but was still such a current feeling. And I think that film can do that. There's a power there, much like music, that can take you out of your everyday life and put you in a different situation, but it also helps you to process anything that you might be going through, or just forget about what you're going through and just inhabit a different world for a while. And that's an incredible thing that people have figured out to do. So thanks, movie makers.
Thank you, movie makers. I love
thing.
that film as a vehicle for like taking us out of our everyday life to process something. In music, it's wonderful because you can do that not just by playing shows, but by going on tour.
Yeah.
A wonderful way to do that. And I know you two love going on tour. Are there any fun things that you've experienced while on tour?
You want to take one?
Any funny things?
Just whatever you'd like to share with the class.
Funny.
I don't know. Sleep on a mountain of dog hair. Let's see.
That was a rough one. So we played a show in Memphis, Tennessee, and I think maybe that was our first time we ever played in Memphis.
Oh, definitely.
And so because we're so open to doing just about any ridiculous thing, a person named Dookie, I think that might have been a nickname, I'm not sure, but it was Dookie, like the Green Day record, but I don't think it was a reference to that. Anyway, his real name was Seth, but I'm not going to say more. Seth's a good guy. I like him a lot. We ended up meeting him much, much, much later in life, too, like maybe, 6 or 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Seth Dookie emailed us and was like, hey, I can do a show for you in Memphis. And we're like, yeah, okay, we'll come. And then we showed up to this place, and it was maybe 4 bands. One of the bands was called Thrashosaurus Rex. I mean, we should have known better, you know what I mean? But they were supposed to be like the local, big time band that was like all the kids loved, and but they were like, we demand to play first. And we're like, whatever, okay. It doesn't make any difference to us. And everyone was like, ooh, they're going to play first? That means everybody's going to leave. Because there was another band that was playing a show that night across town called the Dickies, who are like, I don't know, same age group as us, I think. We're pretty old. Anyway, the Dickies were playing a show across town, and the singer of this band was like, Dickies, man, that band's amazing. And like convinced all of his stupid friends to leave the show with them when they finished playing because they were going to go see this other group play. And then there were like 7 or 10 people left at the show for us. And then the next band that was going to play after that drove from
St. Louis or
elsewhere.
something.
St. Louis,
Very
yeah.
far.
Yeah.
Not close.
8 hours or something. They're like, we just really want to play with you guys. And we're like, dude, right on. Yeah. And they're like, can we use your amps? And we're like, yeah, sure. Go for it. They're here. You might as well use them. They're like, oh, thanks a lot. Can we use your drums? I was like, sure. Can I use your cymbals? I was like, I see where this is going. And I was like, just tell me you brought drumsticks, man. You brought drumsticks, right? And he's like, I was like, you gotta be kidding me, dude. No drumsticks? I gave him my drumsticks, and he goes, wow, these are really big. Do you have any other ones? They did their best.
They did.
They were not great, as you can imagine.
They had, they were enthused.
They were. I'll give them this. They did the work. They drove really, really far, and they really wanted to play. And I love that youthful enthusiasm so much because that is the energy that makes this type of music function. And without that, we're all lost.
We're all just old.
Let's be realistic. If all we had to intake is I don't know, just major label pop music or well, I'm not gonna I don't want to badmouth anybody because everybody works hard. Well, they should. But without that energy, what's the point? Might as well just stay inside and have another epidemic.
Let's not.
I'll pass on that.
I'll pass. I want to say thank you again, Iron Lung, for this wonderful performance, your time. Please come back again sometime.
If you'll have us, we'll be back.
Anytime.
Yeah.
You're both very pleasant.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jen.
And thank you for listening and watching this session. To find more sessions, please subscribe to the KEXP YouTube channel. These sessions are made possible by donor support from people like you. You can make a donation to kexp.org/live. Thank you again so much, and this has been Iron Lung Live on KEXP.
We did it.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.